you giving up on all of us. Because you not.
To be celibate. HIV/AIDS infection rate and you for damn sure don't need to be of this woman yelling and screaming outside of this man at him, and she said that this man gave her AIDS. He gave her 12 STD. Just heard what I 12. And they do not care. They will spread it to you because they want you to hurt like they are. Close your fuck. Just that because pregnancy is the absolute not. Die from that too.
HIV. I was diagnosed on August 20. My attempt at my first day out, I'm going to the movies with my friend. Ready? I don't quite know what I want to do with my story. I don't know if I at once, thousand once. But I wanted to document this in case when I do a life of trials and tribulations, and I know that this is important. Of the story is important. Um,
Oh, we good. We good. Pleasure. People chasing pleasure, right? Trying to got that link in the comments so y'all can check whole thing. But pursuing pleasure, right? I'm hungry, dog. I want to put this video out. I'm gonna read from my daily book of inspiration. The Jesus calling, enjoying peace in His presence. Read by Sarah Young. This is the word for June the 29th, 2026. As you get out of bed in the morning, be aware of my presence with you. You may not be thinking clearly yet, but I am your early morning thoughts till you get connected with me. Invite me into your thoughts by whispering my name. Suddenly your day brightens and feels more user-friendly. You cannot dread a day that is vibrant with my presence. You gain confidence through knowing that I am with you, that you face nothing alone. Anxiety stems from asking the wrong question. If such and such happens, can I handle it? The true question is not whether you can cope with whatever happens, but whether you and I together can handle anything that occurs. It is this that you and I together factor that gives you confidence to face the day cheerfully. And this was inspired by the book of Psalms, chapter 5. Also, hold on. Also, Psalms chapter 6 through 3, verse 1. And last but never least, Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. We have these moments of despair, these moments of uncertainty. We go seeking the world for answers. We ask the world questions that they don't have the answers to. And therefore, we lose track of who we are, what we are, feeling inadequate, incompetent, whatever low vibrational things that come to mind that affects your walk, your clear path, your consciousness, affects your cognitive thinking. And just like this video I'm showing, this is exactly where people find themselves. They go run into sex, they go run into drugs, they go run into all type of things instead of God. And it's just a warning to be mindful and be diligent, and also to be protective of yourself, not running into pleasure, being in a state of sin. Not meaning holiness just means being different from the world, being set apart from the world. Set apart is being different by whatever the world is doing, right? Like when you have the mindset of the world and this is that, like, okay, everybody is doing this and I agree with what they're doing, running up behind these worldly ideologies. Like I see a lot over social media. Everybody want to talk about Jesus and this and that, right? That's a worldly thing because there's so much literature out there, so much he say, she say, but nobody really knows the truth. And that's the world, is to always keep you confused, to keep you questioning who Jesus is. Nobody talks about anybody else other than Jesus Christ. And that's why I advocate for Jesus Christ as well, other than mental health awareness, because he's the only one that saves. And the way that people get confused is by this. So many different sayings. You listen to different people who will send you astray, like Aleister Crowley, convince you to do what thy will. The world tell you follow your heart. The heart is the most deceptive thing. And what is crazy, it seems like it makes sense. Oh, go follow your heart. No, follow Christ. Because following your heart will lead you to stuff like this. And we're going to leave it with that. As you can see, people are suffering from following their heart, doing what thy will, having no accountability, having no, let's just get to it. You know what goes next. But yeah, it's like, they don't have no, can't even think of the word. Can't even think of the word discipline. It's wild. But don't find yourself in situations being so curious, following your heart and following the world. Be set apart. Think differently. I just watched the movie Ants. People think for yourself. For one. It's a very good movie, Chris. So you can die following the world and listening to those other voices and never listening to your heart. I mean, not your heart, but your spirit. God is always calling us. He's always trying to speak to us, but we're so busy with the world and all these worldly things. We find ourselves in the world not healthy. In the world. So check this out, and we're gonna wrap it up.
It's really, I never thought I would be talking and recording myself crying. It's not who I am.
Again, this is what AIDS look like. You can be out here thinking these girls pretty, these boys pretty. This is what AIDS look like. Sin doesn't have a look. It could be as enticing as this beard throwing it out there, or the dude that they show, if you like what he look like. That's what deception looks like. Thank God she's putting the word out there, but how many people look as he as her, or even better, and won't tell you anything, and vice versa for the guys? Because I'm not trying to bash women or talk about her situation. She shared it already. I'm just making an example of what it look like and how easy anybody can catch you when they're following their desires, not having no discipline, living in sin, carrying on with the carry on, doing what I will. We're going to back it up with some Bible verses in just a bit before we leave this. But yeah, this is what AIDS look like.
But I'm here. I'm
Actually, life is very short, but the blink of an eye to be here and be gone.
crying. It's not who I am. But I'm here. I'm at, which is surprising, but I'm at a really life, and here, and I'm thankful for that.
I got diagnosed with HIV. Was technically in the AIDS. You remember the disease that millions of people and still continues to kill people to this day. It was 2017. I was really sick to the point where I lost 15 pounds in about, I was so like I was dying. I went to ER and all that were them specifically asking when was I got tested, and we're going to run tests just to be safe. Then I heard nothing about it. To have bounced back from this infection. Fast forward to January of the moment, bleeding. That was the first time that's ever happened. See what was going on. And he said Andrew would send that you did more often, but I could have sworn I just got tested. See the results? And he goes, no, I don't see. Do you see that I went to ER back in September of 2017? That, but I don't see. It's fantastic. So we get tested, and this was Tuesday, January 16th, 2018. Online. I then was told over the phone on January 18th. Andrew, you have HIV. first heard him tell me this, HIV. And I don't know, HPV I guess sounded nice. HIV at the time, I don't know, but I didn't have the reaction. Over the phone. And no, Andrew, it's not HPV, HIV. And that was it. My life completely changed. I then met with it January 30th, the last day of that month, 31st, whatever that day was. And thankfully, I was that. It wasn't until he told me you were first dealing with your case. Your viral load was in the AIDS category. Technically speaking, when we first interacted with each other, your virus. Now here we are, 7 years later, where I'm able to live a healthy, normal fucking life. I have a beautiful partner. I have a great relationship with friends.
I hate to be stopping it. You don't need to be with nobody else, boy. You need to be getting your mind right. Man, no, man.
Friends and family.
Seems pretty selfish, right? You steady running after these chicks. You already was dirty the first time, didn't call back, didn't check up on anything. You know, you need to ask him questions, bro. You go to the doctor, go ask him questions. You know you out here bogus. You need to make sure you ain't being bogus to nobody else. That's why I was like, nah, what you doing? Is your kids infected? Because that does happen. It's like crackhead, drug addict. Your kids will be on the same stuff because it was in your system and it's getting on into theirs. I mean,
Because of all the advancements that they've made on this fucking
managing it. And I don't know. I just feel and think that it's selfish to move on like that. Maybe I'm selfish for thinking and feeling like that, but it's real risky for newborns to come in this world with not a chance because of something like this.
disease. And now we're watching.
And then again, I don't even know what to call these people. Non-believers in Christ. These type of people, not all, but majority, they sacrifice kids anyway. So they really don't care. I don't know if that's this guy's thing, but they look, they don't have a look. I mean, they can look like anybody. You and me talk to somebody long enough, and you'll check another light. Their light will shine on people's darkness, and where they want to start confessing their sins to one another, as the Bible says. But they feel so bad about the stuff they're into, they'll try to convert this conversation to somewhere else and divert it. I meant to say, and I don't know if that's what he's on. That's where his history or lineage is come from, where they do this type of stuff. People living in secrets. That's usually those type of people who want to be living in secrets and have secrets. And when you live as a children of light, your light want to expose your secrets. They don't want to be around you too long. They're not want to be around you too long because they don't want to face God, whether it's through his kids or just one person, somebody living right. But this guy, I don't know. He want to sit here and fake cry and stuff. You're not a victim, dog. You out here making bad decisions and you live up to it. King Solomon, King David, sin isn't without punishment. It isn't out without rebuke. No matter how good you do, the bad you do does have consequences. There's no way around it. There's a cause, there's an effect. You can pray all day long, cry about all day long, but you're going to reap what you sow, is what I'm saying. Keep playing around like this guy, pretty selfish to me when I think about it. Like, after you done caught this stuff, you still out dating. Maybe I don't know, dog. I really don't. I'm gonna let it go.
We target this awful disease. So many other things to deal with on how to cure HIV, but they're going on how to.
Wrap it up. It's easy as that. Get married. You can't control yourself. You know, they're not going to prevent this. They love to give false hope. That's what they do with people. You know how many diseases they've been claiming they gonna help you with? They're not gonna help you, dog. You know the pharmaceutical industry is $1 billion industry, probably cash. You make money off sick people. Why would they want you healthy? Dr. Sadie already told y'all how to cure AIDS, how to cure cancer, how to cure all this stuff naturally. You don't need meds. But hey, do what you will, right? Do what you please. Keep trusting these people to keep playing in your face and see where you end up.
Do you understand?
Pause.
Like, this disease doesn't discriminate.
Hello, this is from 225. A year heard the cure yet? Right. He probably still crying to this day, like, where is that cure? Dog, I'm telling you, they do not care about you being healthy. They will not care about you being healthy. Don't let these people determine your life. No. What Kendrick Lamar say? So putting your life in these weird niggas' hands. And stop being so selfish and have a reason for something to happen to you, right? You keep that mindset going, you repel that type of energy. Now you have that experience. You just manifest it. You have a bad day, you keep speaking on it. You're going to have another instance where it's something go bad. It might not be the same situation, but it's the law of attraction. You attract that negativity. You attract those victim situations. Right? You're not a victim of what you thought. You may want to think that and feel like that, but hey, did you tell the girl that you're with that you were HIV positive, that you even had AIDS, that you didn't even ask the people what was the test about, until a year later? Or did he say a year later? I don't know. I don't even care. Because at the end of the day, he didn't he didn't care about what he had inside him going on until he got sick again. And then he was like, oh, he found out like, yeah, these people they say they didn't run a test. I don't believe that. Because if they did, if they didn't, I don't know. I don't know. They probably gave him some meds. He felt good. Because he said he went to the doctor and all of a sudden he cleared up. It wasn't natural or normal in my opinion. This guy would lie. And I see through it. They ran tests on him, and he had that thing, and he didn't think like, oh, full blown. So he got it full blown. You don't have to have anything. The girl don't have to have anything for you to catch an STD. You both could be playing. It's just that sticky situation, right? Because it's sin. You dealing with people you're not married. You out here being unruly, chasing out the pleasure, chasing out the desire. Now you're chasing out the healing. Don't play yourself thinking that you could be playing around against it because it's not going to work. You're going to reap what you sow. And if you carrying on thinking that I'm following my heart, I'm looking for love, aka for a sexual partner or somebody to take advantage of, because I don't know what he's doing.
It doesn't just go after queer.
I mean, they be catching it too. It's unnatural, it's unnormal. Not being married is unnormal. It's not the way that it was designed. Just like you contaminate an apple seed, make it a cherry apple, right? We've all had that flavor. It's not normal. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But you forcing the situation is what I'm saying, basically.
It goes after everybody.
The pride month. Y'all so proud of being gay and going against God's word and will. So proud of your sexuality. Come on, dog. Wow. You proud to be a freak? I don't hate on y'all, but I do have a problem with y'all. You know, it is what it is with me. But the thing about it is this, right? Don't do nothing like that in October. I'm glad we not affiliated with that stuff. We ain't going for that stuff. Libras and Scorpios, we don't play like that. I'm not saying that we're not queers or some of us is, some of us, I don't know. But as far as the overall uh, image, no, none of that. It's unacceptable. Force it on TV, force it on the kids and their books. Like, come on, dog. They do too much, in my opinion. Of course, they got plenty of diseases. Of course, it's not just limited to these gay folks, queers, whatever y'all want to call yourself, right? The rainbow community, you know what I'm talking about.
Doesn't matter how rich you are. I really need to look at what is happening.
Dating him for over a year from the beginning of our relationship.
God. Oh,
He always insisted we be intimate without
like her, because of what it did. Y'all always saying women's rights. Okay, it's your women, it's body too. Say no. Don't let no guy convince you because he's like Epstein, over sexual. No. And no means no. Don't play victim like this girl. Don't be this girl. Don't be a lot of these girls on the internet playing around, fighting, and doing all this ratchet stuff. It's not attractive. Don't be like that last guy, fellas. Being unaccountable, being thirsty, lying. Don't be a liar, dog. Keep it real. Keep it a buck 50, more than 100% because it pays to tell the truth, dog. It's just so much benefits come from it. Set yourself free. Don't be a liar living a lie. You know, you might as well be a fantasy fairy tale writer from the lies. You can tell these stories so good, you know, entertain us. But yeah, don't be like dude lying, living a lie because no matter what he say, hey, you dealing with your consequences. You're going to deal with your consequences. You lying to us on the internet about what happened, whatever, trying to get the sympathy. I don't care, dog. I really don't. But this is an example of what not to be. That's why I'm playing this. I'm not judging these people because they already had their situations handled however it went about, right? But yeah, fellas, don't be like dude going to the doctor, not asking questions, not being honest with yourself, and not being honest with what you went to. You try to play that role like we stupid. Some of y'all weird, you believe what he said, or whatever, right? Whatever. Let's carry on though. But yeah, don't be like dude. And ladies, don't be like this girl right here. Letting a dude tell you whatever, whatever, however, and now you're looking stupid just like her. Because that picture in the beginning was, wow, check this out. This is the same chick. And listen to what
dating him for over a year from the big relationship. He always insisted we be intimate with protection. I kept saying no mainly because I was
AI chat like, girl, you're lying too. Or maybe she can't speak without letting on her mouth. I don't know. I don't know, man. But when people do stuff like this, I believe they're a liar because you can't speak from your own voice. Like, for real.
scared of getting pregnant. I decided to give in. I thought things right after we were done. He turned to me with a strange look and said, "Congrats now. You at fact."
Now, if she don't say she went to the police and reported this, she's lying. That's basically attempt murder.
Thought it was a dark, twisted joke. He was beavid. I stayed. I stayed for 5 years.
Yep, she's lying. You ain't contact authorities. And you stand with dude. That's something playing with your life. Don't be this woman right here, lady. Do not be this dumb. Don't play fairy tale life like this, either lying like she's lying. I don't know. But about that part, I believe she's lying because somebody playing with your life like that and you cool, you stand with them. You putting them on the internet or whatever. You probably caught it from another dude. Probably that. I don't know. I really don't. But what I do know is if he said that and if that happened, it should have been more than just, I went back for 5 more years. She said, at first, laugh. I thought it was a dark, twisted joke. I couldn't imagine he was being serious. I couldn't imagine he was being serious. I don't want to believe it, so I stayed. But your face is looking like that. You got these symptoms, bro. Dude wasn't playing. Jokes
To
on you,
change
baby girl. Look, man, she look like an alien. I don't know if this her natural state and she just trying to show us like, hey, I'm an alien. I'm out here with y'all. Or she started deteriorating. Look at that forehead, dog.
I had constant fevers, lost weight rapidly. I finally went to the
Yeah.
hospital. Never forget the moment the doctor looked at me and said, "You've tested positive." I was in shock. I immediately called him crying, and that's when he finally admitted it. He
He already admitted it, dog. The day it happened.
known all along that he got it from a previous girlfriend, and that he made it. He had at least 3 other women before me. And I was the fourth.
Police still though.
To report him because I loved him. Now I'll live with this virus, and every day is a battle emotionally. But I'm stronger now, and I share my story not for pity, but to warn others.
Dog. The dude that she was dating put his stuff. I don't know. She should have been like, y'all beware of this guy. I mean, at least to help everybody else. That's being considerate. You ain't locking him up. He's obviously out here carrying on, right? Stuff like this is selfish, dog. It really is. That's all I can say about it. And she's lying. That's what I conclude from her pity story.
Don't ignore red flags and doesn't hurt.
And ladies, don't be like this. Guys, don't be so miserable to being like the first guy. You out here just unruly, doing whatever. And then all of a sudden you feel away because you caught what you got, right? And then because you're hurting about it, you want to go out there and start inflicting your pain on everybody else. That's diabolical. My homie Dre reacts. OG Dre, I love this guy. He always be like, it's diabolical. He do a lot of conspiracy theories, but I be watching all his videos. I'm gonna watch one after this actually. But yeah, dog, it's diabolical. It's my guy. Don't be like these people. They're liars, they're pleasure seekers, and this is what they found from their pleasure. They're not accountable people. They have no self discipline. They're running around here looking for pity now because it'll make them feel better. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But this could be anybody, you know. And it's only by God's grace that we're saved. Because at any time, anybody could do anything. We always fall. You fall 7 times and you get back up. Someone who says, oh, that's a lot of time to fall. Well, only way you can get up is if you're off the ground. You're on the ground, right? A just man falls 7 times. He gets back up. But a wicked man falls to calamity. These wicked people fail and can't get back up. It seems to be over for them, right?
I found out I was each eye year, noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing fevers. It all started after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking a lot way, more than I should have. Things got so out of hand that I completely lost control of what I was doing. My friend briefly, but we ended up arguing and she decided to leave. Stayed at the party with some other friends and he seemed fun and the great. Next morning, I woke up in his bed, confused, and most of he woke up it off like it was no big deal. I thought that night wouldn't have any consequence of weight.
He a buster. If you gonna have like that, don't put in a dude that you was there with. You probably bust a few more dudes afterwards. Just me honest. Like, if you would do something like that, you've been doing it. You will do it any other time. You ain't gonna wait no whole month to do that again when you partying on the weekends like that. Come on now. Shorty a buster. And she's sitting here trying to make the story make a little bit of sense. It's always a little bit of truth with a lot of bit of the lies. I'm not easily misled. This type of behavior, it goes on. It goes unnoticed, it goes unchecked. You say something to a chick nowadays, you see it all over social media, all these buses. OnlyFans. I mean, they a click away from going astray, right? It's a safer way to do it like that online, though, but still that type of mindset. Who's to say they don't go out and get out like her? I don't know.
I was constantly running a fever, had pics, and noticed strange
Talk about females. She got this from a guy. He helped give it to her. He didn't look like I say, AIDS don't look like this all the time. So, just keep that in mind. The AIDS that she ran into didn't look like this. Pretty sure she would have been like, I'm cool, unless she was just really that out of her mind and body and really caring. Dude she was laid up with, I don't even know if that's him. Why these women, why these guys ain't putting these people on blast, right? Because if somebody give you something, they don't tell you they got it. That's wrong. That's a crime. You're supposed to tell people you were a pedophile when you move into the neighborhood. You're supposed to register, right? So people could be aware if they got a sex offender in the neighborhood. You're supposed to tell people you're interested in that you're HIV or you have AIDS or chlamydia or whatever you got. Know your status, right?
on my when panic set in. Deep down, had a terrible thing about what might have happened.
You probably like, oh, he say everybody. She ain't gonna say that part of it.
Right. I decided to go, and that's one. Comment if you want to hear part 2.
So you tell 15,000 people is positive for having HIV in the fucking city? Not 1,500. Not 15 people. The motherfuckers is positive for having it, bro. I don't know if this is true, all that, but true. Because if it is, I'm finna go buy me a pocket pussy, because I'd rather beat my dick and take one of you bitches in Chicago. I'm like, bro. Because 15 bro, that's damn near the whole fucking city, bro.
It's a lot.
That shit probably west.
In the last 8 months.
It's like 3 months old, to be honest. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it is.
Have
You all that.
reported 20 in
Time checking, but Texas, Houston, I believe it was Texas, Houston. Everybody went to Houston for spring break. It was kind of odd. This past March, same thing. Everybody was passing around. I think it was Houston, Texas. I'm gonna pull that video out. See, I can see how many people caught it right then and there and during spring break just this year.
HIV cases. I don't this. I'm gonna say it every day if I have to. You need to keep your legs closed. I don't know what the hell is going on. Be doing. It's not worth dying for. And I don't care how good the medication is. That it is now not a medic assessment that used to be. I don't care. Keep your legs closed, Atlanta. Is it worth? I wish I would even go. It is not. And unfortunately, I know that have contracted. To be truthfully, them happen to be in.
I knew she would say that. Look at the caption. I thought she was being what they say, accountable. hmm. She know because she got it from one of those guys. Those guys are gay, more than likely. You know how females like to promote these gay dudes, especially black women and all women, period. Y'all love these gay niggas, promote them, you know what I'm saying? You encourage them. You act like that's something cool. You play with these niggas. Let's let her finish her story, but I'm pretty sure that she got it from one of them.
It's not worth your life. Protect yourself. Test it. No status. Take PrEP.
What on fire? I'm at 3,300. There has been a confirmed positive of damn near 30 cases that have tested the city, and ain't nobody on TikTok, Instagram, ain't no. We talk all that trash about all the other guys, y'all in there in the shaft and spit, sharing men and women amongst each other. Ain't nowhere to keep these. 30,000 cases tested positive. Oh my God. No goddamn it. We thought it was just these health officials that work in hospitals or whatnot down there. They in the comment sections confirming exactly but you won't hear too many people talking about what's going on. We talk about Florida, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. We talk about all these high ass numbers. In cases coming back for positive, all the 30,000 came back positive. In the city alone, Chicago, and they know nobody talking about it. Ooh, well, y'all keeping it.
People have been diagnosed.
Now he the second one in, maybe with the number, or maybe the numbers have doubled because people just so out there, right? And it's very highly possible. It is very possible. I believe both of them, that the numbers have doubled because this could have been 3 months ago, and in 3 months it doubles. Who knows? But that 15,000, I believe that to be very accurate. Because this is the second time I've seen the same number. Hey, it got to be some truth, right? It must be. And I'm pretty sure that everybody always visiting the city, flights, trains, plane, cars, whatever, however you travel, right? People post up in the city. All these delays that be going on, people post up in the city. In all of the cities across the states. But Chicago, that 15,000, I believe it probably has doubled. I don't know.
1,500, 15,000. So with that being, and you decide to go out here and play in these streets, you is out. So how the hell 15,000 people? I don't want no relationship.
From spring Chicago, went to spring break in whatever city that it happened in. Just this year, the numbers was way up there, just like this. A little bit less than this, but half of them people came back to Chicago. At least let's say like a nice little percentage. And it don't take long for a fire to spread, right? You don't. Everybody in small little circles. So I mean, it's spread in those circles. Those circles move around other circles. It's a web of life. We're all connected, whether you know it or not. But we're all not consciously using our brains and thinking and spreading awareness of what the danger lurks. We're all not telling people to stop living in sin, start being accountable. I mean,
in Chicago, because this is just a matter of people. How many of them have clapped somebody and to clap somebody cool? I am cool, especially in Chicago. Look, 1,000 people got HIV. 15,000, not 100,000. Damn.
I got HIV and syphilis. A decision I made and I'll forever regret it. It was pressed. So to feel better.
wow, I'm glad she started hers off like that. Because this is what I was just talking about from this book I read. Feeling lonely, depressed, inadequate, incompetent, right? Call on the Lord. Don't call on these niggas or these bitches. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I did what a lot of gays. I got on and I started looking for someone to have fun with. I was sent a picture of another person on a different profile and I sent it back. And I was invited to the person's house. Very little information.
Not asking enough questions. Like I said, man. Sad. Chasing after pleasure. It started with a feeling of loneliness or whatever. Lower vibration. That's why I always speak on mental health awareness. Advocate all the time, on every video. I always say something about it. Because the mindset is powerful. The mind is to take everything away. Especially when you don't use your mind and think for yourself. Being holy means being set apart. This is what the world looks like. This is what the world talks like. This is what the world does. This is what the world gets. Neurosyphilis, HIV, death. Death is what sin brings, ultimately.
It's 1:30 a.m. in the middle of the night. I never asked about the person's status and did not even ensure that protection. I just went along with it because I wanted. I drove my car to the person's, and when I arrived, we got down into business. And as I said earlier on, very little shared. This individual and I did not even about it. But towards the encounter, he literally asked whether he should come to me, and I said no, but enough. I felt a burn. I had a patient, something bad had happened, and within 3 weeks, I started experiencing symptoms that I have HIV. I contacted my doctor and went in for an appointment. And after a series of when was confirmed that I have tested positive for HIV, and even worse, when I made and forever regret it. If you are listening to me out there, please and please, no matter how the person you want to get intimate one night time, whatever reason may be, please, or whether you get intimate with someone, make sure that you and the person to check whether you are free from HIV, other kind of deadly sexual related diseases, because it's on the rise in Accra especially. So please, I'm creating this rise. Please know your thoughts in the comment section as to whether you've checked your.
I want the chance to be myself completely. I'm tired of my existence being a secret. So this is just of what I've experienced thus far. But this is the story of how I got HIV by the age of just as surprised, confused as anybody else would be. By the time I started doing the do, which was when I was 18, I had experienced years of being told that I was loved and entirely undesirable, and that nobody could understand or want me, which left me vexed. Keep in mind I'm autistic.
I know what a lot of this is, dog. He's not accountable. Now he can give some more excuses on how he got messed up, right? Don't be this guy, fellas. He already looked weird, he acting weird. Don't be one of these weirdos. At 19, I don't care what nobody told me. I was the man, was doing my own thing, full of confidence. Went around no nigga who wasn't the same as me. Couldn't be around no niggas who lacked confidence like this guy. Of course, I felt insecure at times, but overall, those were slight moments in time that passed through time. Always accountable. Don't pay to be a liar, right? It don't benefit nothing. All things come to the light at some point in time. That's why it's best to be honest, dog. To be a liar is whack. Just like this guy right here. Being unaccountable is whack. Being unconfident is whack. Not loving yourself is even more so whack, because that's underlying cause. You allow the outside world to tell you all of this and all of that. You don't care about who you are. You don't respect who you are. All of us are made in God's image, and we all are special. What you bring to the table is enough. Who you are is enough. And if it's not, then hey, you calling God a mistake. You made me a mistake. So I'm going to be miserable and keep making mistakes. Then I'm going to go back to God, the one who I believe made me this mistake, and ask him, oh, can you help heal me? Instead of asking, can you help me love who you made me to be, right? Come on, dog. That's being unaccountable. You're being a coward. Not loving yourself is weak and it's whack.
Pretty much my entire childhood.
Don't be him, fellas. Don't be this guy.
Yes, there's no autonomy. So, at 19, I lost my virginity.
He remind me of this, but the boy, um, Carmelo Anthony. He's 19-year-old as well. Unaccountable, insecure. You don't know how to man up and just be gone. He allowed himself to be in a situation where he stabbing a little white boy because the boy pushed or whatever happened, right? Don't allow yourself to be in these situations, dog. Young boys, wake up, dog. Don't be out here being a send off. Don't be putting yourself out in a position trying to be tough. Then you got the whole world crying for you because you saying it was a racist thing. Not all situations is a racist thing. You did what you did. You're dealing with your consequences. And that's just where I'm at with it. That's what I stand on with it. I don't care what nobody thinks or what nobody feel about what I got to say about what the boy did. He a murderer. He got caught killing somebody. You know, he's crying wolf. You don't bring out weapons unless you intend to use them. I know that for a fact. But hey, let's keep it moving
was
on.
depressed because my life was crap, and I was somewhere online, and somebody had introduced the Grinder app to me, and so I downloaded.
Second person, the Grinder app. That's just an AIDS app. Let's just agree to that, right? The Grinder app is an AIDS app. If you want to go catch something, go Grinder.
That app, and there was these plethora of that were interested in, which was alien.
Yeah. Yeah, we already know where this one is going, right? Men interested in him, he don't feel love, so he want to say that's the reason he was gay. Why?
To me because I life being completely undesired. So the next thing I knew, I was inside of a bar, crying and telling him my life story. And after
This week, I'm about to like this guy. You want to sit here and make excuses like I already said. They're very predictable. Haven't failed me yet. I know exactly what's going on, exactly what's going to happen. I mean, it's written in black and white. The boy want to be gay. He's so precarious, chasing desires, and he want to blame it on his insecurities or whatever. Right? He's not gonna be accountable when he's out here set in his ways at this point. I'm not sure how old he is now, but for to be a young boy like that with that mindset, a lot of y'all too, like, oh, people got the right to be gay and be transgender and be having identity issues, right? Then when they go catch AIDS or they go commit suicide because they're just so wrapped up in how they feel and how they are a mistake, we go cry boo-hoo, but we don't tell them like, hey, it's not cool in the first place, right? A lot of gay adults leads to a lot of gay children. That's too young to be making decisions like this, in my opinion. But hey, to each his own, like Alice Carly say, do what thy will.
just telling him my life story up until that I gave him head, which I did. And that was my first time ever doing that. And so I finished crying, gave him head, he finished, and I went back to my room. And that's how that was. But anyways, what followed was absolutely absurd. My perspective. A desire to be seen and felt.
You heard his key words out of his own mouth, along with my desire. All of these people are chasing desires, which leads to their pleasure. Pleasure is chasing people. And let y'all hear it out of his own mouth.
My perspective. But along with there were, I don't know, a lot of people out there. And so there were a lot of men that were coming to see me. I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know why they were there, essentially. And I damn sure didn't know how to tell them no. So essentially every day, man, into my room, which I paid for, by the way. It's crazy that I had to sneak them in. But anyways, it was plenty of, not a dozen, but multiple of dozens. And this went on for a few, about 2 or 3 of just being used by literally.
This nigga gay, he was doing what he was doing. We gonna wrap it up with that. You wasn't being used, dog. You was asking for that because your desire to be liked and loved, right? Nigga, keep it real. That's what happened. I'm not gonna say listen to this nigga make excuses no more. But yeah. I hope this that y'all can be out here being feeling fat, Sunny Bunny. What up, what up? I appreciate you until now. I really do appreciate you, Sunny Bunny. So black people be closed up. I don't know what you're saying. I hope you ain't playing peace on pieces on pieces, dog. I appreciate you too. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Shorty. I'm black. Okay. I'm okay. weak thing if you want to. I don't really know what you was trying. But yeah, I don't that black guy stuff or whatever you trying to say, Charlie. If you ain't trying to disrespect, I know like that's probably what you was talking about. I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, so be mindful of what you're saying, because I ain't one of them type of niggas. I don't play that. I really new to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Still good. Man, new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Put me in this position. Allow me to be in this position and providing. And as a testimony and appreciation, I like to reward my support I got going angry. So yeah, to partake in that, to check out my fan page on Facebook, 10 videos.